All right. I think we all can agree that when a brand discontinues your favorite thing, it sucks. You're like, oh my God, are they going to replace it with something different? Are they going to change the formula? Then you have the product in your hands and you're like, do I stop using it because I don't want to run out? I hate when brands do that. They get rid of like some really good things, but maybe the numbers weren't there and whatever. They made a business decision and got rid of your favorite thing. These are some things I want to come back because they're really, really good, and they either replace them with things that aren't that good or they just got rid of them altogether. First up, let's talk about some eyeshadows. This is the old eyeshadows from Revlon. Do you guys remember what these look like? Aren't they cool? They did replace these. Did they replace them? Or they just got rid of them? I know they have those other eyeshadow quads, and then they have their photo ready eyeshadow formula. I don't know. I don't really care for those ones, but these ones I really loved. These all go on better with your fingers. That's just my opinion. They all go on better with your fingers. Here's another one I have here. This one I've dropped in the sink so many times. This pan here is actually completely broken out. That one's all broken there. That one has a big old dip in it. I loved that silvery shade because it has like this odd, like gray, but like a weird green undertone to the gray. I don't know if you can really see it, but I love that one. Another one is this one here. I wish they'd bring this back, and they did come out with this formula again in the, actually, you know what? I don't know if it was the formula, but it looked the same shape. Those like all-in-one palettes they had, but then I heard those are really bad, so I don't know. I don't know if it's the same formula, but that one I miss a lot. Another one that I miss, oh my God, Almay. What is Almay doing with their eyeshadows right now? I have no idea, because the ones they have now that look like an eye, like a circle shape, they're horrible. They are so bad. And then they have the shadow softies that are just, I think, the worst shades, not the worst shades, the worst formula I've ever used in my entire life. Those shadows are just a waste of money. Like, for the company to even make them, they're probably losing money. These ones, on the other hand, why did they get rid of these? They are so good. I have 5 of them right now to show you. Here's like a cool little silvery one. They do have them like organized here so you know which one to put on the eyelid and the crease and whatever. But I just use them for whatever. That one has a big old dip in it there. I loved that purple one a lot. This is another purple one that I loved a lot, and I also dropped it in the sink. Broke out that top one there. Another one of my faves that I use quite often is this one here. And then my last one here that I also have a huge dip in is this one here. These are so good. They're so good. I don't know why they got rid of this formula or this kind of shadow, because they're awesome. They need to bring that back. Rimmel also had some eyeshadows. They're Glam Eyes HD shadows that looked like this. This one is in the shade True Union Jack. Okay. I think they got rid of these because, well, for one, look at it. They're really cool looking, but the way that they're set up, how on earth are you going to get those little tiny shadows out? Like that tiny black, the white, and the blue, your brush is going to touch all the other shades getting them out, so maybe that's had something to do with it. This is definitely something they thought more of the design than the actual being able to use it part. But they're really good. They did come out with those palettes, though. Most of the shades in those are good. They have their singles that they came out with, which are good too, but I really liked this formula a lot. And they got rid of it, of course. Last powder product. I actually don't know if this one is discontinued, but I never find it anywhere. It's from CoverGirl, and it just says bronzer on it. This is so awesome. So it looks like this. That's it. It's just one shade, and it's perfect. I don't really use it for bronzer. You cannot see what I just did there. Maybe a little bit. Right there in the middle. That's an old swatch from this morning eyeliner I was trying to see if it was waterproof or not, and yeah, it is. This is really, really good. I use it for bronzer. Sometimes, most of the time, I use it for blush. When I don't know what to use, I'm like, oh, get out Old Faithful here. This one. I rarely find it anywhere. I did find it again on clearance, so I kind of think maybe it was discontinued a while back, but this is really good, and a plus is it doesn't smell like CoverGirl products. You know how a lot of the powder stuff smells like powdery and that weird smell. I don't care for that scent. This doesn't have it, and they need to bring it back. Next up, let's talk some nail polish. Revlon. This is also one I don't know if it's discontinued, but I think it is because I haven't seen it in a long, long time. It's the Revlon Top Speed. Why am I holding it like that? Revlon Top Speed Formula. This is awesome. My favorite nail polish line of all time ever is the Revlon Top Speed. I just brought out a couple of them that I have, 3 of them here. My favorite nail polish of all time, I actually bought 2 recently on the internet because I don't want to run out of it ever. It's the Revlon Top Speed polish in the shade Jelly. This is the best nail polish ever. It's so good. It's opaque in 1 coat. I usually do 2 just because out of habit. It dries really fast. You don't need a top coat with it. And I love it. Why they get rid of this, I don't know. Because I really only see now in the store the regular enamel and then the gel one that they have. But this was definitely the home run polish that they had and they got rid of it. Good for me because I bought them all on clearance, but you know, they still got rid of it. Oh, one other one. The Sally Hansen Triple Shine. This needs to come back too. This one seemed to come and go really, really quickly. I don't know why they got rid of it, but it's awesome. It has kind of like a brush or the handle underneath the lid there. Super, super shiny, glossy polish. This one's also opaque in 1 coat. They got rid of it. The next thing they got rid of, one of the Maybelline things that I love are the Dream Bouncy blushes. So I bought these at the grocery store. I saw them on clearance and I was like, oh my god, I've always wanted to try those. And my boyfriend was like, just get them. You're never going to have another chance to get them. So I got 2 of them. This is the shade Peach Satin. I've had these for a long time. I'm wearing this one today. I don't know if you can tell. But I love it. It's so good. I put it on with the stipple brush. I've had these for a long time. Who knows how long they were sitting on the shelf before I bought them. But they are still freaking creamy. And I love them. This is the shade Coffee Cake. I don't usually love cream blushes. The only cream blushes I've ever liked are from the Balm. How About Them Apples palette. And these are great. They're so, so good. Why'd they get rid of them? Probably because they were really expensive. And every time I saw them in the store, they had fingerprints in them. Like people open them to touch them and then they close it and they put it back. And that was probably just a waste of money for the company. I don't really know, but yeah. The next thing that this isn't a discontinued formula or product, but the old packaging is what I want to come back. This is the Rimmel Lasting Finish foundation. This is spectacular foundation, but it needs to come back with a pump on it. No, it used to come in a squeezy tube. They need to bring it back in the squeezy tube or bring it back with the pump. The hole for the foundation is just too big and it spills out everywhere. I make a big old mess with it, and then trying to like scoop it back into the hole is weird. It's just messy. The formula is great, but yeah, they just need to bring it back. I had another product, and I think I left it on the dresser over there. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Are we back? Okay, we're back. These 2 things from L'Oreal. The Visible Lift Blur Concealer and the blush. I just said I don't like a lot of cream blush formulas, but this one's really good as well. Why? Why'd they get rid of these? I don't know. They're so good. They kept the foundation in this line, but they didn't keep the blush, or the concealer, I mean. Or the blush. But they didn't keep these. I don't know why. They're so awesome. And I ran back there to get those, and I talked about them for like a second. But they're really, really good. The coverage is nice. It's blendable. It's smooth. I actually don't like the foundation for this, but the concealer is really, really good. Last thing I want to mention... Let me check my notes real fast. Yes, last thing. The Maybelline Dream Liquid Foundation. That stuff came... Is it called Dream Liquid? I think. It was in a glass bottle, little dropper style applicator. That, I swear, came out in January and was gone by November. Like, it didn't even last a year in the stores. It was clearance down. It was gone. It was great. I really wish that would come back, but it's gone forever. Last thing I want to come back, just for pure hilariousness. I don't know if you guys remember, L'Oreal came out with this foundation a couple of years ago, or several years ago. It was like a compact, and one side had a cream foundation, and the other side had this tiny paintbrush roller, like literally a handle and a paintbrush that you'd roll into the foundation, and then, you know, roll it on your face. I want that to come back because every time I mention that to someone, they're like, no way, that did not exist. I'm like, yes, it did. It needs to come back because I want one just to have it to laugh every day. Anyway, that's it. I wish these discontinued products would come back because they're great, and I hate when companies get rid of stuff that you really love, like these cute little things here. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got. See you in another video. Goodbye.